Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Koopa Troop Podcast, episode 6, I think. I don't even remember because it's been a minute.
Oops. Oops.
Oops, yeah. It has been a hot minute since we did a podcast, and we want to apologize for that. But to be honest, I think we just need a little break.
Yeah, I mean we recorded all the other ones
Yeah.
within a week and a half maybe.
Yeah, we were pumping out two a week for a little bit. So,
And we'll get back on the grind.
yeah. We'll see, but we have a I remember last episode 2 weeks ago, we talked about how we were playing catch up with a lot of the news and that we were going to become current. And we're back right where we started. So we have so much to catch up on, notably, besides the two topics in this podcast. We have Kingdom Hearts, just all the Kingdom Hearts, because one day they just decided to tell us their entire next phase plan.
They dropped like a Marvel on us with
Yeah.
Phase 4. Man,
Yeah,
insane.
we'll get into that. Um, and we had Pokemon. We had talked about Pokemon again, even though I'm talking about Pokemon, but we got to talk about Pokemon Journeys since that came out, the dub, and we got to talk about the DLC at some point. But we have not finished it or looked at it. Some of us, the two of us. I have, Matt hasn't.
I have not.
uh, but today we probably the most current topic and the biggest topic out of all of them, all out of the stuff that's happened in the past 2 weeks. We're going to be talking about the new reveal of Min Min as the ARMS character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And later on, we're going to be talking about the PS5 conference that happened like 2 weeks ago, I think. But
Two
we'll
weeks
get to
ago. No,
PS5.
it was just like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. Was it? How long has it been? Wait, what?
I think it's been a minute. Let me.
It was definitely just like 3 days ago. There's not a chance. What'd you say? 2 weeks? Not a
I
chance.
I think it's been at least a week and a half.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let me check. Uh, June 11th. It's been 10-ish days.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
For context,
Wow.
Min Min just got announced today, and Dark Road, Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, just came out today. So that's your context. And but let's start with that. Min Min this morning, bright and early, got announced as the arms fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We started this podcast by talking about who we thought the arms character would be way back to 4 weeks ago. Our humble beginnings.
Oh yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah. So she got announced earlier today. I don't think any of us were really surprised that it was Min Min. I went into it. I I had never been more confident in any Smash character reveal in my life that wasn't leaked. That it was either going to be Min Min or Twinto. I There was no doubt in my mind it was going to be either of those two, and I kind of knew it was Twinto just because they literally had a popularity poll.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I couldn't see how they wouldn't add the character that is most popular from that. But uh the reveal trailer, start with that. The reveal trailer was super cool. I really like the art style because if you go and look at our reactions that we put up earlier today at the time of this recording, we went into the trailer saying no way this is going to be CGI because everyone was working from home. That'd be like impossible. And it turned out to be this super styled, like really cool arms trailer.
Yeah, it was great. I just want to say, My mic was so far away when we went out we were watching that. So oops, my bad. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was fantastic. Best thing by far was Falcon in the back at the end.
In the ramen
Yeah,
outfit that
that was
Minion was. Yeah,
hilarious.
that was great.
Also,
I loved.
big sorry,
Oh, go
go.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say big shout out to Sakurai for showing us what Min Min's eyebrows are, because I don't think we've ever seen those before.
Yeah,
She has weird ass eyebrows.
I don't know if we've seen Min Min without like. I think it's the first time we've seen her in her just normal kind of attire outside of like art on like the Nintendo Twitter.
Yeah.
I know it's the first time seeing Min Min without the mask and the weird kind of arms eyes where there's like a spiral in them and stuff. That's the first time I've seen Min Min like that at least. But
I think we should just jump into what we think of the character.
yeah, well, that's the problem. I don't know what to think of this character because Sakurai showed her off and she looks very weird. It's like it is it just me or is like a quarter of her entire move set just her shooting the arm out?
Yeah, I, it is because they took half of her moveset and just put it into the other arm. So
Yeah.
it's it's uh, it's creative in a way that it's breaking the mold of Smash characters by putting B as just the other arm, but it's super not creative just in general. Like what?
Yeah, I from what I can see and or remember because I don't have the stream right here, but from what I can tell, all of her moves are shooting the arm out, except for I want to say, well, we know the up smash and we know the up air and down air are all like kicks. I saw jabs with the kicks.
Hmm.
I want to say I saw a down tilt, and did I say down air?
Yeah, I think you said
Uh,
it. Yeah.
yeah. So, uh, and also the both up specials and technically down special don't have her shooting the arm out, but like it's not really. It's just
I mean, that doesn't count.
yeah, but I I don't know. It seems like a big chunk of her moveset is just dedicated to just shooting the arm out. And I understand that's all you do in arms, essentially.
Yeah.
They chose the character that they chose the only character in arms that actually has a secondary kind of attack, as far as I'm aware, because Min Min can do those kicks in that game for her dodges, I remember.
Yeah, well,
In
she
the air.
just kicks the arms, right? And
Yeah.
disables them.
So they I wanna say that they were happy they chose her for that because they could do those for like up smash and
Yeah,
jab or
yeah.
whatever. But like I said, I get that it's an arms character and you kind of have to do this, but this character just seems so strange and weird to me, and I don't know. We can't really say until she comes out in a week, less than a week at the time of this upload.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think?
I
Because I've been
mean,
talking a lot.
yeah, it's a super bland character, but that's compared to all the other DLC characters, other than Terry's still the worst DLC character by far. Just wanted to throw that out there. Um, because all the other DLC characters are super flashy or they have some form of gimmick. I think that it's just kind of like a Richter and Simon character without the flair of having really cool projectiles,
Yeah,
right? Because it's just gonna be another super spacey character like Simon and Richter and Young Link.
yeah. Except she has that one. The only projectile aside from her like actual arm, which could be considered a projectile at this point for how far it goes, is the laser that comes out of the dragon arm.
Yeah.
And I think normally when it's not the dragon arm's not charged, that laser goes nowhere.
Yeah, it's
But
it's like not it's like the size of a platform on
yeah,
Battlefield.
not even. I think it's half that size.
W-
It's disgustingly short range when it's not charged, but when she gets a grab off and gets charged, I think it's I think it's like half of Battlefield,
I don't
like
think it's
another half of Battlefield or something
no,
like that.
I think that those proportions are a little gooned up. Cause,
Maybe I
but
don't know.
if you're right, I don't really remember. That's that's insane. That's
Yeah, me
absurd.
neither. But uh, she has the arm switching, which is cool. Because I remember when the reveal trailer started and we saw she had the dragon, which she always has in marketing, and the heavy arm. And I remember we were both like, oh, is she gonna have the heavy arm the entire time just as her thing? We
Yeah.
were really worried about that until we saw that she could switch arms.
It's just the freaking heavy arm is completely useless, right?
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
than I guess
Like
what edge guarding, maybe.
maybe, but if you're edge guarding, you're definitely gonna use the I think it was called the Ram, the fast one that
Oh
goes
yeah,
down when you angle. When he gimped Ryu, like you're never not gonna use that for edge guarding. At least I think.
I just
I'm not
don't
an expert.
yeah, no, personally I'm not going to be using the heavy one. I don't think unless it's like crazy good, but
I just throw it into crowds if I'm doing a free for all or something.
yeah, I guess I always think about one-on-ones when I'm talking about characters.
Yeah,
I mean, she'll be fun for like free-for-alls for sure.
yeah. It's a new Smash character. Like don't get us wrong, or at least me. I'm not saying like oh it's shit character as blah blah. I the the fact that it was an arms character has long passed over me, and I'm just I'm just happy at this point for any other character, whether I like the game it originates from or not. I'm happy they chose Min Min because that was my favorite character from Arms, but um, and I I I can tell Sakurai did the best job he could showing her off, but I don't know if I can give a solid opinion on this character until she comes out, just because she's that out of mold and strange. It seems.
I I think he did show her off. I mean, she's just a really boring character, so I think we're still waiting for more, but there just isn't more.
I think the gimmick is her just range and the arm switching.
But that's freaking dumb because it's so what like one-sided? I don't know the right word for it. It's not useful.
Yeah. Really good range at a huge drawback, especially in a game like this where you have characters that are just so mobile.
Just
Like
fucking jump
yeah,
over it.
you
Everyone
send an arm out and you're playing as fucking half the roster. They jump over it, and Min Min's just standing there, and you're getting down aired, you're getting nared, you're getting whatever it is. But I I think it's important to remember, even though that we like to play this game competitively at points, that's not what it's being made for at points. Like it's being balanced across the board and stuff like that. But I understand how people can be like, because they like to play like that, and some people just straight up don't play four-player games. They only play 1v1s, and so
yeah.
yeah. But
I bet she'll be fun. Just the one thing I wish they did is in the select screen, I wish you could have like changed which arms you have selected, so you're not just constricted to those three arms, just so you could add more to the character.
I think more variety would have been nice.
Yeah,
Give her like a maybe add like two more arms and maybe allow her to change the one on the one that's always the dragon arm for her or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, I'm fine with Min Min. Like I'm on the same boat as you, except for Terry. Like I'm not gonna hate on a character. It's just I'm excited that more games are getting represented and more characters are being added to my favorite game of all time, except for Terry because he sucks. Um,
Jesus.
but yeah.
I think Terry's kind of cool. Just putting that on the record. But um, so uh, let's get into just little other details that are not the character. The stage she comes with Spring Stadium, which is like the de facto stage from Arms. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't her home stage,
the
honestly.
the like ramen bowl.
Yeah,
That's
but I can
nice.
understand how that would be weird in Smash Bros. Because it's like you're fighting inside a bowl. I don't know how they would portray that in a 2D game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. You couldn't really do that.
Yeah, but Spring Stadium, I think it's called.
The
Looks neat.
music. Ooh,
Oh yeah,
mwah! I did a little chef's kiss right there.
yeah,
I love the music.
yeah. Arms. I will crap on Arms as much as I do, but that game's music is very good. And I think Sakurai said most of the music from the game is in the stage, which goes
Yeah.
to show how much content is in Arms. But
Yeah.
uh, Spring Stadium looks cool for free for alls and casual play. Definitely not uh, competitive stage. I like the detail of the because in Arms you'd have little drone robots come in and drop items or something, or like those HP bottles or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, and those come in for the items. It's just those like small details that are really cool. But I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, the Mii Fighter costumes.
yeah.
So we got. I'm trying to remember. We got the ninja guy. I already forgot his name from Arms.
Ninjaro?
Yeah, Ninjara, something along those
Dude,
lines.
who cares?
Yeah,
Just cut to the point. Vault Boy? That's insane.
yeah. Vault Boy is. Oh my god, that is crazy.
That's insane. Fallout? Who owns Fallout?
Bethesda.
Oh, damn.
That's Bethesda. So I am extremely curious to know if Nintendo/Sakurai went to Bethesda or Bethesda went to Nintendo/Sakurai.
Dude,
I'd really like to know that process.
that's insane. Pit
It might
Boy.
the door might have been opened because of all the Doom guy talk or something. Or I don't know. I don't know.
Dude,
But
it's
Vault Boy,
such a good play.
I love that they're doing these with the Mii Fairy costumes.
Like, yeah, 'cause you would never get Sans. Like,
Yeah, you never get Sans, you never get Cuphead, you never get Vault Boy, and
you probably could have gone
well,
Cuphead, all I'm saying, but
maybe yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, okay, well he's in the game either way,
yeah.
and it's coming with Sakurai didn't say anything about Vault Boy coming with any sort of music, but music played during his segment of the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not a big Fallout guy. I don't know if that's Fallout music or some other Bethesda series music. Sure as hell wasn't Doom music. um, so I don't know if Vault Boy is coming with a song or they're doing a Dragon Quest Hero on us where they have music in the trailer and it is not in the DLC, which was weird. But yeah, either way, I like that Sans came with Megalovania. I like that Cuphead came with whichever song he came with. I have no idea what it's called. I'm excited for any other Mii fighters they add because they've done a trend for these past couple of characters. I want to say since Banjo, where they've had at least one big Mii fighter costume
Yeah.
like Sans, Cuphead, or Vault Boy for per DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited for more as long as Sora's not one of them and he is a character.
I I just want to it's so much fun to watch the Mii Fighter announcements with you because I know as soon as the Kingdom Hearts music comes on, you are going to just scream.
and I will recognize at the millisecond they start playing it as well.
Yeah,
The
the
logo
first
doesn't even
note.
pop up. The first note, and I will whatever device I'm watching that on will the screen will be broken. I I I get so scared when those Mii Fighter trailers show up, even though I'm half excited for them, half terrified because it like a Sora or a really cool character could show up that I wanted. But speaking of that and other stuff in the game kind of pointing to characters not being in the game, Min Min, as we discussed in the first episode, is already a spirit in the game.
Oh, she is?
Yes. You
Oh.
turn on Smash Ultimate right now, she's a spirit you can get in the game right now.
Okay,
So,
so spirits are up for
yeah.
play? Up for grabs?
Yeah, spirits are in play apparently, which I in the first episode you guys know, I said that it was mostly for my own sanity, but I said I thought spirits deconfirm characters because at least I thought they had an actual story reason to be there with the World of Light stuff and stuff like that. Like you were actually these are spirits of the characters that you're rescuing in like the world of Smash Bros. But it's Sakurai's world, and he can do whatever he wants. And he made a spirited character, and I I want to clarify. I am not upset. It's Min Min. If an Arms character was in Smash, I would have wanted either Min Min or Twintel, and I'm happy that we got Min Min.
Yep. I would have
So
been a-okay with Helix, but
yeah, Helix would have been cool as well. But
so
uh,
that's why you were saying Rex and Pyra?
yes,
I was so confused. I was
because
trying to think what caused that. Okay.
oh yeah, because I was just thinking in my head. I was reminding myself like Min Min's a spirit because I knew that going in. And I was like, wait, this is Min Min right here, and I starts. I immediately jolted into a Rex and Pyra freak out.
So
But
Gino is also available.
yeah, Gino is, and for context, I am worried that if Gino gets in this Fighters Pass, then Sora will not, because I don't think they will have two characters from a company in one Fighters Pass. But I just need to realize that Sakurai can do whatever he wants, and uh, I just need to let go and be on the wild ride.
Yeah.
But I'm desperately clinging on for this character because he means so much to me, and he is he comes from my favorite series of all time. It means a lot to me, and I I would just if Sora got into Smash, I don't want to divulge into the Sora topic, but is there anything you want to say about Min Min or Smash before we move on? I have a little thing that I want to talk about one of the pieces of art they showed off.
I just want to say I'm looking forward to see her alt costumes.
You can see them on the website
Oh
right now.
shit.
Yeah, if you go on Min Min's uh, character page and you click on her render, it'll change between all eight. She she just has like alt swaps and stuff.
Are they nice or?
They're pretty cool. They're not Cloud, so she, what I mean by that is that she actually has different colors and not different shades of blue and and dark colors. But yeah, I think the at least the first three are directly taken from Arms because Arms had all costumes if you were playing the same character as
Yeah.
another person.
Ooh, these are nice. Oh, the
Yeah,
pink one.
yeah, I like the pink one. Real quick, Joker and Hero amiibos. Joker one looks sick with the blue fire as the stand, and I remember thinking, well, this is how you do it
Yeah.
with the stand instead of having the the pole going into the character to keep it up. Have like a cool thing like Joker's here with the fire representing Arsene. The hero one definitely looks like a work in progress. I hope they tune that up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've seen anyone complaining about this, but I just right before we started recording, I just realized that they are not making amiibos for the three other heroes that are represented as alt costumes, which is interesting, but it's Square Enix, and they only gave them two Final Fantasy spirits, which were just Cloud's renders from the game. and uh yeah, so it's pretty much it in terms of Smash talk. But one other thing is in for newcomers, a lot of the time they will have artwork be drawn by someone from their company or one of the developers of the game or something like that. They they have started not really to do it usually, but they did one for Min Min, and it was one of the people that did like the art for the game, and the artwork is Min Min and Falcon eating ramen with a lot of the Smash characters eating ramen in the back. And in like the back right corner, you can see either a window or a picture of Springman looking inside, very disappointed.
Wait, what?
So,
Can you send that?
yeah,
Wait,
I
what?
was very I thought that was very funny because Springman's an assist trophy and stuff. Here, I'll send it to you right now just to show you.
I mean, this definitely confirms the theory of no assist trophies.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, this is official?
Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, what?
Oh, my monitor's just turned off for a second. I got scared. All
Oh,
right, but yeah, I thought that was really funny.
I really
Just
like that. Is this official?
yeah, that was drawn by as far as I can tell,
Yeah. Okay.
on the Japanese Arms Twitter. So I just saw that and it reminded me of all the memes of Waluigi looking into a building or something all sad through the window, and I was like, wow, they actually made that official. All right, so I think we covered everything to do with Min Min and Smash.
Yes.
We will definitely be talking about her in a week when she releases on the 29th of January. Uh, I need to buy the Fighters Pass too. I have not done that yet, but yeah, we will talk about her when she releases in a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was neat this morning. But we probably in the grand scheme of things, this is much bigger news, but it's old news, so we wanted to put it second. The PS5 reveal, kind of, because they really didn't show much of the console, but they showed a lot of the games.
Well, they showed the console. What else?
They
What else
did
do you
show the
want?
console.
To see
Well,
the
they didn't talk.
insides?
Well, they didn't show like any UI or price tag or anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised they even showed the console because they were really adamant going into this, saying this is just game reveals. And then near the end, we got a really quick snippet of the console, and let's start with that because this is the next generation that we're going to be spending the next couple of years with. We saw the Xbox Series X. We saw that it is literally a PC tower,
Yep.
and we've seen this. Uh, people are already starting to call it a binder. People are calling
So
it
many
a
memes.
yeah,
Reggie Steele was my favorite, I think.
yeah. People are saying it's a Wi-Fi router. I saw someone put it on top of Cell with his two little things up there. I thought that was really funny. I literally saw that as soon as I turned the stream off. Um,
Wow.
yeah. Um, I think it looks cool. It looks sleek. It looks futuristic. I like the white and black with the blue lights coming off of it.
Dude, just does it go sideways? Can you lie it on its side or
Yeah,
not? That's what I
it
want to know.
it's been confirmed that you can put it sideways.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because I was extremely worried about that once they showed it, and I didn't see confirmation for like a day, so I was extremely worried because it looked tall. It looked really tall,
Yeah.
and it's like, where am I gonna put that?
Yeah, it's apparently pretty big.
Yeah, well, it's got a lot of stuff to pack in there.
No,
It's
they said
just
it's for cooling. The size is mostly for like cooling and just air flow.
that doesn't shock me because like seeing what these games are putting out is ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
it's real now. Like
yeah, the I I'm very I probably understand because all the mechanics are inside it, but the disk drive on like the side, it literally looks like they just they just added that on the side. Like shit, we forgot it, and then they just
man,
tossed it on the side.
I haven't seen it. PS, let me Google it real quick.
Yeah, but they're doing a, which I think is a really cool idea. They're doing a one with a disk drive, and they're doing a digital only one without a disk drive. So I'm assuming,
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah,
I'm
wow.
assuming the one without the disk drive will be like 50 something dollars cheaper. But
No way, I thought the digital only one was more expensive. I might have just saw that online, but
unless they, the only reason it would be more expensive is that they would have more on storage, like on unit storage for it.
oh, I got you. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
yeah, games, if you're downloading your games, this is like half the reason, besides the fact that I just like physical games, that I don't usually download games for PlayStation or next gen at all for that matter, is that you try and download a current triple A game. That's a good Final Fantasy VII. If you want to download that remake, if you want to download off the PSN store, that's 100 gigabytes right there. You're
damn.
just taking off your PS4.
Dude, Modern Warfare, the newer one is 200 plus gigabytes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh my god! But yeah, that's what I would be concerned about if I got a digital only console. I'm glad the option is there for people because I know people that really like having everything digital, and I'm that way for Switch usually. But
I
at
like it. I
some
like my
point,
things physical.
yeah, me too. Um, but yeah, I like holding my copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Spider-Man, that's that sort of stuff. I like physical media.
Yeah, for sure.
But controller looks, it looks nice. It looks just the the PS4 controller, but a little bit more Xbox,
It's a
kind of.
little bit weird to me.
Yeah,
The contrast of the white and black is just it's a little weird.
it's cool, but it's like jarring at first. It's like, oh, I gotta get used to this.
I think it's gonna look a lot better in person when it's not against just a bright white background, which is like what we've
Yeah,
only seen it against.
yeah. Once we see like, I don't know if they would even have prototypes at this point. I think they'd have like near final stuff to show in person.
Yeah, wait, when is it coming out? Holiday season or?
Yeah, they said holiday, sometime this holiday. They said we have a lot more to show you, which they do because we didn't get price, we didn't get. I'm worried about price, by the way. um, we didn't get UI except for a little snippets. We got a little bit of the startup. There's still a lot more details for them to discuss, and they're kind of running out of time to do that. But if it's coming out holiday, because you want to at least get it on people's minds. Um,
Well, it's gonna sell no matter what, but yeah.
well, I that goes back to price because if we're in a couple months from now, who knows what kind of state the world's going to be in still or whichever. If this thing costs 600, $700, then I don't know if a lot of people would even think of that or bother.
And that's
Or
also just bad of PlayStation. Just it's that's insane for a
well,
console.
yeah, it depends how much they're putting. It really depends what's in the thing.
Oh, I
And
think that if they do like a Pro, they can make it $700, but they really should make it affordable.
yeah, These are video game consoles we're talking about. These aren't PC towers. These are these aren't high end PC towers that people get because they want the high end everything, 162,000 frames per second
Yeah, people are just trying to play
and
the
stuff.
game.
But
Like,
yeah,
anyway,
but
anyway.
yeah, well, they'll probably discuss all that stuff later, and we can discuss more of the stuff later. Like, there's a lot of they talked about how the triggers have feedback now, so you can feel when you draw a bow and arrow or shoot a gun or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. But let's get into what this presentation got into, which was this was all about the games, pretty much.
Miles Morales, baby, best
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
we'll start off with that. They started off which I was crazy about. I should clarify the first PS5 game they started off with, because they started off with GTA 5 technically.
Whatever. They
But
they
yeah,
just
whatever.
wanted to shoot your expectations down so low after that
Yeah.
so that it was only up.
Was that a PS3 game? I forget when that
It was not a
that's getting
PS. Wait, yeah, it was.
that's getting
It was.
Skyrim levels of milked.
Not
That
yeah, it was
is
on the Xbox 360.
yeah, that is wow.
Wow. Oh my God, yeah.
That's been ported to everything under the sun except for Nintendo and mobile. But
Jesus Christ.
I have seen that game a lot, and it is coming to PS5. I will not be shocked if it eventually comes to Series X, but I guess it doesn't need to come to Series X because Series X will play all of the Xbox One games. That's a completely different story. It's weird. Microsoft will have their thing in July, they said, where they show off a lot of their first party games, and we can talk about that at some point then or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm more of a Sony guy than Microsoft myself,
I
but
think I'm Microsoft actually.
I'm Sony when it comes to exclusives.
I don't really know the Xbox exclusives, honestly.
Yeah, Xbox is like Halo, and that's really all I can think
I mean,
about.
Halo's great.
Yeah,
So,
they own a lot of studios and stuff, and uh, I'm probably gonna watch the Xbox thing because for the past couple of years, Dragon Ball has showed up in
oh,
Xbox E3 conferences. I remember
oh,
Fighters was announced at an Xbox E3 conference. Kakarot got a trailer at an Xbox E3 conference.
so for sure, yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna
So
watch
yeah.
everything no matter
Oh
what.
yeah, definitely. But getting back to PS5 and the games, we are not going to go over every game they showed because a lot of stuff we just don't really care about.
Fucking like cat
Yeah,
game, bro. What?
yeah. A lot of it was CGI trailers only with no context or anything. We're gonna go over the ones that we thought were cool and we wanted to talk about, and we'll keep an eye on. And we're gonna start with Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was the first game they showed, and is apparently coming this holiday, which is insane.
Dude, I'm so hyped.
I cannot believe that. Spider-Man PS4 is such an amazing game.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah. I I cannot I cannot tell you how many people just wanted to play it and like came over to my house and wanted to play it and were expecting to play it for like maybe 30 minutes because they had seen it online and were like, hey, I like Spider-Man, let me try this. And they would get hooked on it and want to keep coming over and over and over again to finally finish it.
Dude, that
I
was
had like
it,
3 or 4 people do that, including Matt. Matt's usually the person that does that with Kingdom Hearts,
yeah.
but I
Dude,
had 3 other people do that.
that day, that that night, I guess we should say, when
Oh man.
we started playing Spider-Man, I, I was so hooked. We played till 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
and
We
I
have
got pretty
photo
far.
evidence. I remember that night we played Spider-Man PS4 for like at least 7 hours straight.
At
And
least, yeah.
yeah, and once this got announced, I revisited Spider-Man PS4 for a little bit, and I could not stop playing because it was so freaking amazing, so much fun. The web slinging is absolutely perfect.
Yup.
It looks beautiful. Uh, Everything is just so good, and I couldn't ask for. I will always be in the mood for anything more Insomniac Spider-Man, and I'm so excited that they're giving Miles Morales his own game.
He's getting so much good press because Into the Spider-Verse was my second favorite movie of all time.
It's fantastic.
And now with this game, I hope Miles Morales just keeps on getting more screen time, game time, because I love his Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was like he was Miles Morales. That well, spoilers I guess for the original Spider-Man PS4, but Miles Morales was a big part of that game,
Yeah,
just as Miles Morales until the very very end, where he got bitten by a spider, and in the post-credit scene, he was shown to have the same abilities as Peter Parker. And I didn't play a DLC, but in a little bit of the DLC was Peter kind of training Miles a little bit. But now this is Miles having his own game, coming into his own
wait, there's
as a
DLC?
fully Spider-Man. Yeah, there's DLC for Spider-Man PS4.
Oh God, I didn't know
I
that.
did not get it, but I'm heavily considering it, revisiting it because I love that game. We didn't see much of the game at all, really. It's about a minute and a half trailer, I want to say, and 40 seconds is it teasing it being like Miles Morales with his hands on the whatever it is and his mask peeling off and stuff like that. And what we saw, I don't know if is like cutscene gameplay or CGI or stuff like that. I want to say at least in game, but like cutscene, I don't think we saw any gameplay in that.
Um, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. It so there's a lot to show off with that game. I am I really hope that one thing I loved about Into the Spider-Verse was its soundtrack
Yeah,
and how it
amazing.
incorporated and how it incorporated that kind of music into the game. I hope that Miles Morales or into the movie, I should say. I hope that Spider-Man Miles Morales incorporates that as well into it.
Like
And
actual music by Post Malone and like Sway Lee and shit.
well, like it doesn't have to be completely licensed music. They don't have to get music from
Artists.
Post Malone and stuff like that. They just that kind of music in the background or something you have because I know the trailer had some kind of licensed music. I don't know what song it was, but it did have a a licensed song.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw. I remember we were watching it. You saw that Miles had his invincibility, like invisible
Yup.
power. He had his electricity power that he has in Into the Spider Verse, and I'm sure he has it in actual comics and canon and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But not much to say about that because they didn't show much. But super, super, super excited. Cannot wait to see more.
Yup.
Um, they did say that there's still that this is a game about Miles Morales, but there is still more of Peter's story to share because they did set up for a Spider-Man 2 a lot in Spider-Man PS4. So
I
I'm
gotta
excited.
replay that because I don't really
Yeah,
remember anything.
they set up a few different villains and a few different plot lines, but I'm excited that this game is coming in between because one, it like makes the wait less painful for Spider-Man 2, and it allows us to have a fully formed Miles Morales and a fully formed Peter Parker in the same game
Wait, are you so
for a
you
Spider-Man
you're
2.
saying that Spider-Man 2 is still gonna happen with Peter as the main protagonist?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they even said that.
Oh.
I think there's some like interview or something. So there's definitely some more story to happen with Peter Parker and stuff like that.
Oh.
And with this game happening in between, that gives us the opportunity to have Peter and Miles as Spider-Man in the game.
That's exciting. Just
which would be
two
really
Spider-Mans, like that's really exciting.
yeah. But yeah, that's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like we said, not much shown, but we can't wait. Uh, like we said, we're not going to be talking about every single game because yeah,
We don't care about
uh,
cat games. We don't care about indie
yeah.
games.
um,
Sorry, shovel
well,
knight.
we have an indie game coming up that I think it's indie, but um, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I think it was called.
That's an indie game?
No, no.
I was about to
we have
say,
an indie
what?
game. We have an indie game coming up like later, but Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, also by Insomniac. They're working on both games right now. That that trailer blew me away with the gameplay, and that trailer was just completely made to show off. Hey, look how fast we can load these areas now
Yeah.
with all of the portals and stuff like that. I played Ratchet and Clank PS4. I didn't finish it, but I played a lot of it and I loved it. It was so it looked amazing. It was so well animated. It was so much fun. It was funny, and this looks to be doing the same thing, but looking even more beautiful. You can see every individual fur on Ratchet's face. They said ray tracing on Clank's head or something like that. Like there's reflections and stuff like that off of Clank.
Huh.
Just little stuff like that, and it looked the gameplay, the trailer, the I'm assuming everything we saw from that was either in game or in game cutscenes.
Yeah.
So that's a thing about this next generation. I won't be able to tell aside from like some stuff that's obviously CGI. I can't tell what's CGI and what's in game at this point.
Yeah, it's
It is getting so
insane.
crazy.
I mean, even Kingdom Hearts 3, which I thought was a beautiful game, that looked really good, but on
Yeah.
the PS5, it's just gonna get better.
My gosh, yeah, I cannot wait to see what Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is going to look like. I can't wait to see what eventually the next Kingdom Hearts game is going to look like, and just everything. Maybe they make a new Dragon Ball game that shows up on here. What would that look like? Just, I was, I didn't think there was much more we could go after PS4. And this is just the beginning of this next generation. People are just getting used to this hardware, and over time, they're gonna be able to do more with it. This is just the beginning, and that's
Yeah.
extremely hard to believe. But I back to Ratchet and Clank real quick. It looks amazing because there wasn't a ton of stuff they showed for this either. It was just a really cool gameplay thing, and it's just
So many
when
particle effects on the screen.
yeah when he hits a box and it explodes and you can see like every individual piece of the box that flew out in every direction and all the
Ridiculous.
collectibles that are coming, it's just wow. Wow, can't believe it. I can't wait for that. They didn't give a date for that, so I'm assuming that's like at least a next year thing,
But it
if not later.
looks more complete than Spider-Man.
Yeah, they showed us more of Ratchet and Clank than they did Spider-Man, which is weird. But uh Insomniac, like I said, is working on both of them, which is crazy. So they're working on Spider-Man and this new Ratchet and Clank at the same time.
Yeah.
Uh but yeah, they both look spectacular. And skipping to the next game, this might be along with actually not there yet. Sorry, I'm looking at a list. Real quick, because it's Square Enix, we won't have anything to say about this pretty much, but Project Athea from Square Enix, it had a quick trailer. Um, I know you probably don't remember it, and I'm trying to piece back my memory to try and get to it, but there really wasn't much shown other than it's a new IP. I'm assuming from Square Enix, and it looks to be open world,
Is that the
first
like
person.
MMO?
No, it's
Or not MMORPG, sorry.
I'm sure it's an RPG or something. It looked very, I don't want to say generic, but there wasn't any like there wasn't any part of the trailer I could tell you and you remember exactly what it is. It was that kind of trailer.
Okay.
So it was just a person running around in like environments. It looked really good. Uh, they can grow weeds or something to help
Oh,
them.
yeah. Okay, I do remember that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, there wasn't really much shown of that at all. I wouldn't include this at all. Besides, like I'm only including this because it's Square, and Square usually makes very quality games.
The one thing that I want to talk about is that like purple-haired girl with like that cool art style with the cute.
Yeah, I was getting to that. That's actually the indie game I was talking about before.
I am super excited for that.
So that game is called Kana Bridge of Spirits, I think it's called. Let me just double check. Yeah, Kana Bridge of Spirits. And it's developed by a group of people that have backstory in animation or have a background in animation, and you can
Uh,
tell.
yeah,
You can tell.
for sure. I mean, it looks beautiful.
I I remember we were watching this. I don't think I've ever been that thoroughly impressed with a random developer coming out with a random game and
Yeah.
just showing a trailer. And we were watching that, and it was like I want to say it was in game because it looked even like the beginning of the trailer, it looked fantastic, and it's just literally like a Pixar movie. It looked like, and we were like, oh, they're not going to show gameplay. It's only going to be like a trailer like this, and like it looks cool, but they're not going to show any gameplay. And then like 40 seconds into the trailer, they cut to gameplay, and it looks just as good as fucking cutscenes. It's like it, it's I, it just looks so good. And as someone who very much admires animation, I I am very I love how this game looks, and that animation seems to carry over. That animation art style seems to carry over to the gameplay.
Yeah.
The Yeah, the music, the gameplay, the way it looks, the everything of this game blew me away completely. Absolutely blew me away. I could not. I This is like at least top three of the games that I saw on this press conference.
Yeah, I think the only other better ones is Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, those are probably my top three, only because I haven't played Horizon.
Yeah, I know one of our friends played it and really liked it, but
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later, like very quickly, because the next couple of games we can just list off. But Kana Bridge of Spirits, I looked into it after because I was that blown away, and I really wanted to know more.
yeah.
Um, since an indie game, I'm not sure if that's their first game or not, but they had a like I said, they had a background in animation, and now they're working on games. And it's coming out holiday 2020 this year, which I was super excited about as well. It's coming to PS5 and PC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm definitely keeping my eyes on that game, because that I have not had a game. All of the years of watching E3s of just the random games that are shown trailers, I don't think I've ever been that blown away by just some random trailer being shown.
I mean, even at like PAX, when we can straight up play the game and
Yeah,
like look at it and talk to the devs, nothing has come close to impressing me as much as that.
yeah. I just and I I can't praise it enough, but we will definitely be keeping our eyes on that game. I can't wait for it. It looks fantastic. I can't wait for more information. But other things they announced Hitman 3. I haven't played the Hitman game, so
Yeah, I don't know.
I know you haven't. So Demon Souls, that's a big one. It's a remake of a pretty old game. haven't played any. That's like that's the Dark Souls and Bloodstained people. I
Yeah,
think the
yeah.
super hard games. It's the first game that kind of invented that genre. They're remaking it. I know
Okay.
people are excited for that. I have not played any of those games, and I nor do I kind of want to because I feel like I would just get more frustrated than have fun.
Yes.
Um, Another big one that uh, I know I don't really personally care about because I'm not big into the franchise is Resident Evil 8 Village.
Wait, they announced that?
Yeah, they announced Resident Evil 8 coming out next year.
That's big. I don't know
Yeah, it's
anything
very
about
big.
it.
Yeah, I know people are very excited about that. They were already breaking down the trailer, like who's in it, whose storyline is it continuing, etc. It's coming out next year. People are really excited. I've seen, and but the last game, this is the game they ended on, and I would be more. I imagine I'd be more excited if I played the first one, but Horizon 2 Forbidden West they announced, which is long awaited. Everyone kind of expected a Horizon 2 at some point,
Yeah.
but this is another game where I couldn't tell. I want to say that most of that trailer was CGI stuff because none of it really looked like gameplay.
Yeah.
Um, Not to say that the game won't look like that when it comes out. I'm sure it'll look absolutely amazing when it eventually comes out.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm excited that Horizon's getting a sequel. I'm excited that it's like a franchise now
Yeah,
because
it's a new IP that worked and was sold and
yeah,
was good. So
it stood up to Breath of the Wild. That came out within a month of or a couple months within Breath of the Wild, which is two open world games going head to head. One is a new IP and one is Zelda.
to be fair, completely different fans or
Yeah,
targets.
completely different consoles and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've yet to play first Horizon Zero Dawn. I know a lot of people like it. Uh, I've not gotten the time because that it seems like a game you would want to get into, but it would if you want to get the most out of it, you would have to set aside a lot of time.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
seems like a
no
very
better
big.
time than now, right?
Yeah, I was just actually thinking that if I might get around to that at some point. But uh I'm excited that people are excited. I'm excited that it's coming, but I don't really have much to say after that.
I mean, I think overall for everything other than Spider-Man, it was a great um I want to say direct, but news conference, I guess. But it
Oh,
just
this was fantastic.
it
The
wasn't for
news.
me just because it just can't it doesn't get me as excited as a Nintendo Direct would be just because I don't really know the games,
Yeah. For
but
every Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank and Kana Bridge of Spirits, there's a Bug Snacks. Do you remember that trailer?
that looked funny.
That looked very funny, but the trailer was weird and went on for a while. I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
But
I don't think it's gonna be a like a I mean, it easily could be a cult classic, but it's not gonna be necessarily a good game.
it'll have its fans, bro. I don't even know what you do in the game.
I thought it was like Pokemon.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Not
We'll
sure.
see.
Yeah. But aside from that, they have I completely forgot to mention Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Uh cool.
Is that the my
Made
the the zipper thing?
yeah,
Okay.
it's the platformer with like multiplayer.
Hey, that looked cool.
Developed developed by Sumo Digital, who does the Sonic racing games, the Sonic All Stars racing games. Um, yeah, that's literally all I know.
Alright.
But yeah, I think that covers it for the PlayStation 5 conference. Is any you kind of just said your thoughts overall, but what'd you think of the stuff that you did see that you were excited for, like Spider-Man and stuff like
I
that?
mean, Spider-Man's
Came.
really the only game that I'm super looking forward to. The indie game looks great, but Spider-Man is number one
Yeah,
by
I
far.
I can't wait to see more of that. We need to see gameplay of that like stat like new soon.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's just the same game, updated graphics, like it's still gonna be great.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and they gotta show more of that soon because they don't have a lot of time if it's coming out holiday.
Yeah.
So I would expect it to be like the reverse for Insomniac Games. I'd expect them to have like a big trailer for Spider-Man and a little teaser for Ratchet and Clank, considering when they're dated for. But
Yeah, yeah. I don't get it, but I guess they're just trying to build hype, maybe.
yeah, very strange. But um, that being said, I think we talked about everything we need to talk about. I'm sure this has gone on for a little while, at
Hour and
least.
2 minutes.
All right, nice. That's a nice beefy episode after a little two
Break.
week break.
Yep.
So yeah, next episode, I don't know. It'll most likely be Kingdom Hearts because there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff to talk about and do because after we later tonight, I'm going to start Kingdom Hearts Dark Road that just came out today
Yeah.
because I need to do that and I want to get all the story content that I can out of that before the next episode.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see you guys then, and hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week
Goodbye,
and month.
cuties.